You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days fans. So it is a big week for Xander Cook as he tries to murder Brady Black in his sleep. But it's not too long until he finds out his mom, Fiona Cook, is the real culprit, and it's going to blow up his whole world. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to talk about some hints that the actors in this storyline dropped in a recent interview about what's next and how Xander could make Fiona pay for her bad deeds. So this week's Days spoilers have Xander cooking up a really dark plot to punish Brady. Of course, we all know it was Fiona that paralyzed Sarah, but she is letting her bed buddy take the fall. At the same time, though, in her own way, Fiona is trying to protect Brady. Like the other day when she realized Xander took the piñata bat and went after Brady, Fiona ran to intercept her son. And poor Brady was just standing there ready to take this crippling beating because he's so disgusted with himself about what happened to Sarah. Fiona stopped Xander and then distracted her son by confessing, bizarrely, that she's been sleeping with Brady. Not sure that was a great idea, but it did stop him, I think, because he was stunned. And despite being foiled that time, Xander's cooking up a more permanent solution to the Brady problem this week. But first, Eric Brady catches up with his brother, Brady Black, and finally starts to get through to him. So actor Eric Martsolf, who plays Brady, said in an interview with Michael Fairman, Eric gets Brady to realize there's more to this. And then he starts to think, maybe I didn't do this to Sarah. And that puts him on the path to the truth coming out. So after this enlightening conversation with Eric, spoilers tell us that Brady tries to figure out what really happened. At the same time, we have Xander buying an untraceable gun from this random thug, gets hold of some sort of knockout drug, and at the same time, Sarah's asking Xander, please stop going after Brady, but he won't listen. So the next day, which is all this week, Xander sets up Brady to be drugged. And then Xander tells Sarah he's going to kill Brady, but it's going to look like a suicide. Brady's going to kill himself. That's part of the promo for this week you may have seen. So Brady winds up crashing upstairs in one of the rooms above the Brady pub. Xander slips in the room. He's got the gun. Brady's conked out on this drug. He plans to put it in Brady's hand, shoot him in the head so it looks like a suicide, and then creep back out. I mean, it is a clever plan, because everybody in Salem knows that Brady is eaten up with guilt since Sarah's hit and run accident. But Jada shows up and Xander's plan is foiled. It doesn't go the way he wants. So Brady's going to wake up feeling like crap, but at least he's still alive. And he later tells Eric about his really weird night. Then this Friday, spoilers have Sarah and Fiona in a big talk. So Sarah went to get hypnotized by Marlena, which you saw if you're current on episodes. And Fiona was in the waiting room with Xander, just very nervous, very scared of what could come out of this. But Sarah came out of the appointment claiming she didn't get back memories of who was driving, which is not quite true. You know, she confirmed that she didn't think it was Brady behind the wheel. And then she kind of stopped talking and told Marlena, it's fuzzy. But there was this look on her face. I am quite certain Sarah knows Fiona was driving, but she didn't say anything. She's got her reasons. By the end of this week, though, probably because of what Xander tries with Brady, Sarah comes clean, tells Fiona what memories she got back from that night during the hypnosis session. But here's the thing. Sarah doesn't want Xander to know this awful, ugly truth about what his mother did to her. You know, getting drunk, running her down, driving away. Knowing full well she hit Sarah and could have left her there to die. So I think Sarah is willing to sit on this secret to protect Xander, probably more than she's not really trying to protect Fiona. She's trying to protect Xander. But she also has to get her husband to leave Brady alone. There's more of that next week. Official spoilers for the week of the 30th say Maggie asked Xander, please stop this vendetta against Brady. Now let's flip back to this actor interview. Paul Telfer, who plays Xander, said, you know, Xander would rather be angry than sad. And when he deals with depressing or sad things, he tries to find something in it that will make him angry so he can focus on that and then try to smash it. And right now, it's Brady that he's trying to smash. And the Xander actor said he doesn't think that Brady being an addict is an excuse for what he did. So we have Sarah, having to consider, now that she knows it was Fiona that left her in the wheelchair, what's she going to do from here? So actress Linsey Godfrey, who plays Sarah, said, it's hard because Xander dropped his guard and now he loves Fiona and Xander is letting her be a mommy to him. That was the word she used, a mommy. It was so cute. She talked about this little boy aspect of Xander's character, which I can see. And then Paul Telfer said in the interview, when Fiona came to Salem for the wedding, she was finally the mom he wanted when he was a kid. And now, of course, it comes out it's all a lie. And he said, what's coming for Xander is the heaviest stuff he's ever done on the show. So I am eagerly waiting. Love Paul Telfer. And so initially, it looks like Sarah is going to let Fiona know that she knows what she did, but she's not going to tell Xander. And realistically, it might not even be Sarah or Fiona that tells Xander the truth. It might come out in some other way, which would be much worse. And of course, when it does come out, no matter how he finds out, all hell is going to break loose, according to the actors. Paul Telfer said, it all comes to a head, and all that rage that Xander was directing at Brady now shifts to his mom. But Xander's whole relationship with Fiona has totally transformed over the past months. And, Xander thinks Fiona is lovely and is being, really helpful with his wife and daughter now that Sarah's had this accident. And to be fair, in her guilt, Fiona has been trying to make things as right as she can. She's taking care of little Victoria. She is caretaking wheelchair-bound Sarah. None of that is going to save her from Xander's wrath, though. So Paul Telfer joked, saying that Xander can't smash his mom with a baseball bat like he tried to do to Brady. I mean, honestly, it'd be easier if he could, right? And Linsey did say this was Paul's best work. And she said soon, we're also going to see a different side of Sarah. So in this situation, Sarah's about to be lying to Xander. Sounds like she's going to be lying to Maggie while covering for Fiona and also trying to protect Brady up until the point it all blows up and it's all out. And Linsey Godfrey said Sarah is willing to do some wrongs to keep everyone safe and happy and keep Xander from, and this is her quote, losing his shit. So she also said Sarah makes choices she would usually never make, and that Sarah is willing to go to extremes to protect Xander. And of course, not just protect him, but also protect everybody else from Xander, because he's so unhinged in his anger over what has befallen his precious wife, of course. And the Fiona actress, Serena Scott Thomas, said her character hates what she has done. And then Linsey Godfrey said Sarah sees Fiona as a panicked and selfish person, but not a bad person, just a person who did a bad thing. So obviously, once Sarah is in a position to protect Fiona, she's part of the problem in the end. Sarah doesn't want Xander's heart to be broken, and this is definitely a heartbreaking twist for him. In a way, his mom is even worse than he thought before, but it's all down to her addiction, and we'll see how it goes, and we're going to have to wait and see how far Sarah goes and whether Brady can stay safe, and if Sarah can keep Fiona and, this truth hidden from Xander as long as she can. It's a good storyline. I'm excited to see more of it. Hopefully Brady is exonerated soon, but then everything with Fiona and Xander is going to blow up. I'm here for it. It's probably my favorite plot going on Days of Our Lives right now. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think about what the actor said and where this storyline is going. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Come back soon. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, talking days with you 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.